The myth about bamboo. So we grow many species of bamboo here on our Gulf Island property in the North Pacific off the far west coast, southwest coast of Canada. And even the most aggressive ones will not spread in our upper garden because it's very rocky soil. So when we dig out these rocks, and bamboo prefers to run in good soil or clay soil where there's adequate moisture. Here, well, there's some vivax there. It's been there for 20 years, hasn't moved out of its clump. We have Phyllostachys bambuzoides, same thing. And I'm going to show you another one I planted over 20 years ago, an aggressive running bamboo. And it's basically stayed in that tight clump. The farthest it's moved out is there, only because that's where we've extended the garden and dug it out and put good soil in. So, you know, people say to me, well, why do you want to plant bamboo in your garden? It's going to take over. That's absolute nonsense. It will never take over our garden here because it's just too rocky and dry, poor soil, gravelly soil. They don't like to run into that. But if you have good soil or clay soil and adequate moisture, they will run. They actually suffer here. That one doesn't because it's on irrigation. I'm just going to see what else we have here. I'll show you some of the other bamboos we have. And one of them's really suffering. We have one area where it's clayish and it does spread down below the garden. So these ones really suffer. Those ones there, they kind of turn brown, have to water them or they'll dry up and probably die. This one here you can see is all dried up. That's an aggressive running bamboo. And then there's the vivax. And then there's some black bamboo over there. You can see in the distance. That one's been in there for probably since the, I'm going to say maybe 2000 or late 90s maybe. And that's Phyllostachys nigra. And then we have some timber bamboo in here, which has never moved out of its original clump where I planted it over 30 years ago, just because the soil's so crappy, rocky. There's more there. Some of it's died off. And here, there's Pseudosassa japonica. There's timber bamboo in here that stayed in its same clump for over 30 years. And then there's some Phyllostachys aureosilicata in there, same thing. Huge clump of it, but it really hasn't spread much just because of the poor soil. And we have some in the back ravine, the property, which spreads because it's in kind of clayish soil. Ah, my antenna came. Awesome! I'm going to be putting that up. And then here, this is the only place where it really spreads up in our near upper garden is down here because we've got a clay pocket. So we got bamboo coming out of our yin-yang down there. There's Sassa palmata, there's timber bamboo, there's everything. All right, guys, thanks for watching. So just remember that when you're planting bamboo, you don't have to be freaked out. And you can put barriers. There are bamboo barriers you can put in to restrict its movement as well. It's a plastic and it runs, I think it's about 2 feet deep, the width of it, or the height of it. And you bury it in the ground and put it around the circumference of the bamboo so it won't spread out of its area where you want it. All right, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos here from Gulf Island Rock. Cheers.